Yes guys, I hope you are well. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's been a while, I know. I've been slacking off on the consistency of YouTube video these days, but we are going to be bringing them back. Not bringing them back, they never went anywhere, but we are going to be a little bit more consistent because show season's picking up again, and from next weekend I'm at a show every weekend for the next few months. This weekend we've got an interesting, exciting weekend. We have got some clients coming up to the unit to see me in person. So we've got Summer coming up, who is a natural wellness athlete. We have got Gabriel coming up, who is a natural classic athlete. And tomorrow we've got Luke, who is a assisted classic athlete. And we've also got Nico on stage this weekend, which is a secret show. So he's doing WNBF Ireland this Sunday in the classic division. I think it's the second or third year the WNBF are running in Ireland, probably very similar to the UK to be fair. But yeah, he's doing WNBF Ireland. He looks absolutely wicked, so just waiting for him to check in. Time is 6 o'clock right now, and it is Saturday the 6th of September. Good morning, Summer. I hope you are well. Thank you for your check-in. So despite seeing you later, I wanted to just bring over to you a little loom to go through kind of the changes that I have made today. And the reason being is because I think that we need to pull back on training volume. And I always say that training volume is a constant sliding scale, right? It is completely indicative of the outputs that are coming in to you and your life, them external outputs. So stress from work or physiological stress, psychological stress, how labor intensive your day-to-day life is, how tired you are, your sleep, your body fat percentages, how much body fat you have lost, all these things play into training volume and your recovery capabilities. And right now I can immediately see that comparative to last week, sleep has taken a big hit. Now, of course, I understand that also in a prep, the amount you have to do in a day is a lot more than what you were previously doing. And also it is more difficult to sleep the leaner that you get and the more that you have to do. Understand that. Now, we will discuss sleep in a moment of how to improve it. But with sleep taking a hit and noticeably seeing that your soreness is creeping up quite a lot, and then body weight's doing that as well, so it's in line with kind of soreness, I'm thinking that inflammation is quite a lot higher. Now, check out this absolutely disgusting conditioning. Jesus. Absolute granite. So body weight is down after more and more food this week. Now, it is not lack of fullness that we're seeing here. It is that fatigue's dropped off, all that inflammation's dropped off, the body's just fresher, responsive, fluids dropped off. You're just getting harder and fuller as more and more's gone in, right? So that is literally the reason why, and we've also seen obviously bowel movements and whatnot too. So a little bit of extra fluid and sodium just with the increase in some carbs. So morning work done, pre-workout consumed, which was 130 gram of ESM rice pudding, 40 gram of isolate, 50 gram of blueberries, 15 gram of macadamia nut butter. The whey is reduced in this meal because I noticed that anything above 40, even with an isolate, I am running some digestive issues. The same with blueberries. Despite being like low FODMAP and whatnot, over specific thresholds, they can cause issues. For me, 50 grams, an ideal amount. 100, I will run into some issues. Stopping at the petrol station on the way to get the new Monster. Megan's gone in to go get the new Monster, the Rossi one. Now, I'm no F1 fan, so I don't really know who Rossi is. Recognise the name. However, the new Monster is sensational. Far better than the Lando Norris one. It's like lemony. And my favourite Monster back in the day was, well, one of them, was that Ultra Lemon, the yellow one, when they used to have the white, the lemon, Ultra Sunrise, the orange one, and the red one. But yeah, really, really nice. Fan of it. So we're going to consume that on the way to the gym, and then we'll get training and wait for the clients to arrive. Everyone looks on point this morning. A couple of changes going in for the final tweaks. Everyone's within striking distance and where they need to be, but just some couple of tweaks to just make sure they're all moving in the right direction. But yeah, really, really excited for the rest of this season, and I'll show you the whip once we get to the gym. Here she is. She's already filthy. I only had it a week. Filthy, but sensational stuff. Look at that. Absolutely buzzing, and it looks fucking sick. Packed outside the unit with the photographer in there, Megan. But yeah, had it like a week. Absolutely love it. Like, I'm not a car guy, but this is just immense for me. So yeah, buzzing with that. Monster is being consumed. We have got upper body today, upper 1, which is 3 push, 2 pull, 1 delt. And then we'll be back in again tomorrow for lower. So, intra-workout today, we have got 50 gram of highly branched cyclic dextrin. We've got 1 scoop of turbo pump, which is, you will not need more than 1 scoop to be fair. 10,000 milligram of glycerol. Make sure that you're drinking water. This is why I actually have it with my intra to sip along, because I will finish the intra before I finish training, and I'm getting 1.5 litres in with 10,000 milligram of glycerol. If you're not drinking with glycerol, then it's going to do fuck all, because it needs water to give you a pump of your water to self. And then we've got 10 gram of glutamine as well. Turn. Good. Yeah, that's good. Really good. Quarter turn. Nice. Front lat. So it's gnarly. Yeah, that's nice. So, been home from the gym quite some time. We're now cooking meal 4. Post meal was chicken, rice, banana and honey. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Meal 3 was then sourdough, turkey mince and eggs. My normal breakfast, but I trained after just pre today. And then we're coming for meal 4, which is going to be chicken, rice, macadamia oil, and carrots. Normally there's some beetroot in as well, but we've run out of the beetroot and we didn't restock today. A pretty nice day having everyone over at the gym. Summer looked great. Obviously I've taken over Summer's prep like 2 weeks ago, and we've got shows for the next 10 weeks. So she was kind of behind in conditioning when she came to me. We're still kind of chasing our tail a little bit for these early shows. So we've got Yukonufie in 2 weeks, which we're not going to peak for. We're going to run that week as a regular week of fat loss. Then peak for the PCA. Then we have the MBW and some 2-bro shows afterwards. So we're going to be landing our best look when it matters most at the end of the season. And that's really, really important, especially with a female. You know, Like, we don't want her peeled and ready in show one and have to hold a look and compromise hormones, health and whatnot to a larger degree for too long for the sake of it. We need an element of fat loss in between and the ability to get better, so we're not just, you know, a zombie for 10 weeks. So that's really, really exciting, and the leaner she gets, like, the better she's going to get. And the last 2 weeks have been an astronomical difference, especially with some small posing tweaks too. And then we had Gabe, who is 2 weeks out and 3 weeks out, potentially more, we'll see, who looks absolutely mega. Gabe is a first-timer natural classic lad, and it's been a prep of pushing and pulling and protecting his fullness, protecting his muscularity, protecting what makes him so good as a classic bodybuilder, you know, like, everyone's got their strengths, and his is his pop and his shape and his structure. And so we haven't chased levels of conditioning that are maybe out of reach for him, and if they were within reach, it would be at the sacrifice of his fullness, muscularity and whatnot. So he's in a really, really good spot. High day today. Cardio's been pulled because his lower body's very heavy and he has a relatively demanding job. So cardio's pulled, just steps. We've reduced a little bit of food for baseline. Put a high day in today. We're going to have a short stint of fat loss again, probably feed up later in the week, and then roll into peak week number 1 for the back-to-back peak. Had Megan along with us as well, who's got her new camera. Have you got it with you?
No, I've just put it away. Upstairs. I'm going to sleep now. Hello.
Do you like your camera?
Yeah.
What camera have you got?
I've got a Fujifilm X106.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
And you're loving it?
Yeah.
She's taken some fantastic photos today, so if you are looking for specifically show days, for her to follow you around everywhere and get every single photo that you want, she's taking bookings now on Meg Films, at Meg Films. At Meg Films. Welcome to the next day, guys. We are heading out early doors for no other reason than to get another Rossi monster for me and Megan, because they are that good. They were sensational. Literally, I don't know if anyone remembers, like, I don't know if I said this yesterday, but like the Ultra Sunrise and the Ultra, was it Citron? Or was it Citrus? Ultra Citrus? I doubt it was Citron. But yeah, it was like them two combined. It's just a joke, if I'm honest with you. So heading out to grab us one of those each. We have then got a consult in 23 minutes. So I have a consult with one of my clients. So a couple of my clients I like mentor as well. So every 2 weeks we'll go through calls and basically go through some educational calls. Today we are just discussing one of his clients' preps. So we're going to go through one of his clients' prep, and I think we're discussing basically the function of the kidney and the regions of the kidney for diuresis and whatnot, so that'll be really cool. But yeah, that is something that I do offer and do with a fair few clients. Nico on stage today, he has woken up very fucking nice, which we knew he would because it's been predictable as fuck. Now, he was meant to step on stage last week and he didn't because he had some stomach issues leading into the show. We persevered and we just couldn't get him there. But if you disregard those few days, he's been peaking for nearly a month. Okay, so we finished his fat loss around a month ago. We immediately bumped up a little bit of food, and every few days since we've been driving food up. He's been sitting about 350, 375 carb for the last few weeks, doing between 8 to 10k steps for the last 3 weeks. Cardio got pulled, steps got pulled down, a very, very gradual process of working food up and pulling down expenditure, reverse dieting into the show pretty much, linear loading. And that is why reverse dieting post-show makes no sense if you don't have another show, because as you'll see, Nico has got leaner and leaner and leaner despite being on more food and less expenditure. But he's woken up today. We just toggled up a little bit more food over the last few days to make sure that we were maximally full. We didn't do anything with water or sodium. We just had a little bit of peat max trickled into some final meals yesterday, final meal and pre-bed, and he's woken up very, very dry. We know how much fluid he needs. He needs about 2.5 to 3 litres of fluid to look his best. He's on around 3, so we'll opt for 3 litres of fluid. 3 grams of sodium. We'll have a little bit more going into his pre-stage drink, and about 150 carbs. So we'll do 3 meals of like 20 protein, 10 fat, and 50 carb, spaced nicely across the day. And he'll be raring to go, and that is in WNBF Ireland, which should be a good show. I think it's just one open class for Classic, and he has, I think, 10 or 11 or 12 in the class, so that's cool. And then we've got Luke coming in, who is 4 weeks out today. Now, I won't be able to show you Luke because Luke's deeply hidden into the shadows. Doesn't want anyone to see the look until show day, so I can't give you any footage of Luke. But then we've got Summer and Eddie coming back over to train, so that'll be cool to see them once again. But yeah, just picking up a Rossi because a Rossi 40, 46, because they are absolutely sensational, to be honest with you. So, back from the gym. Everyone looking great. Luke looks really, really good. We are 4 weeks out. Finding a few bits to come off. Summer looked even better today. She dropped 1 kilo overnight, so she looked super, super tight. And we've had Nico on stage, and boom. New WNBF Classic Pro. So really, really happy with that, especially after last weekend. And obviously, Nico not stepping on stage is fantastic redemption. We didn't really peak. We treated this as a normal week. He trained as normal. We had normal food. I gave him a little bit more yesterday, a little bit of diuresis overnight, and then we ran today. And yeah, come away with the WNBF Pro card. So absolutely buzzing with that. Technically, I mean, it's the start of his season, so a fantastic way to start the season. I know he's absolutely buzzing, so fucking phenomenal work there. Over the moon. Now it's time to finish off some client setups, some new starters, and we're going to watch the Italy Pro Show as well. We're going to stick it on now because I think bikini is on right now. Well, hello. Hello. Have you had a little haircut? Have you had a haircut, Norman? Oh! So, Monday morning, yesterday was obviously a great day with Nico turning pro. Enjoyed watching the pro show. Well, I watched about half of it until I lost the stream, but wicked to see hers in open. We're now starting off the week, another peak week. We've got 3 on stage this weekend at WNBF, which we're just speeding, which we're going to head down Saturday for. 2 in Classic, 1 in bodybuilding, which will be sick. Currently heading to get the car cleaned. Only had it 2 weeks, getting it cleaned, treating it good. Rung up a car detailing. Is it called car detailing? Yeah. Car detailing place. Turns out he's
next door.
He's next door to the gym. He's in the unit next door. He answered. I was like, I really recognised his voice. I didn't know what car detailing meant until this morning. I just thought he was actually adding details to cars rather than cleaning it. So we're heading there now, and then we're going to get a Starbucks. We're going to get a oat milk flat white and coconut milk flat white for Megan. Yes, because we love our flat whites. Arms and delts later. And yeah, just crack on with a day full of work. So we are wrapped up with work for the day. A ridiculously heavy work block. Every single day is just very, very demanding at the minute. But this is where you do get tested in terms of your routine. This is where it must stay more locked in and more present than ever. You know, there's a huge tendency, and it's really, really easy to slip and let that routine slip as you get busier, as you get deeper into work or whatever. But that's the time where it is the most important that it stays in place. And you'll see that with bodybuilders in general, particularly at the start, it's very, very easy to stay in a routine because it's super fresh, it's exciting, it's new, there's loads of progress, there's daily visuals. As you get deeper into an off-season or whatnot, when it becomes harder, even into a dieting phase or a prep, when it becomes harder, the want to back offs maybe arises, or in an off-season where you're a little bit softer, appetite's not quite there, maybe you don't need to do as much cardio steps, or you could get away with doing a little bit less. And that's where it matters, where you lock in. And it's the same with when you're busy, you know, anyone can be a really good bodybuilder, anyone can be productive and have a great routine if they're not busy. But as they get busier, as work ramps up, that's when it shows who is dedicated, who wants it more. And that's when you need to stay locked in and where you need to keep your routine in a good spot. So we are boxing off some steps. The time is 6:30. The blue light blockers are going to go on in about 20 minutes. We're going to go and feed my parents birds, rabbits, fish whilst they're on holiday. We're going on a little evening walk with Norman, and then we'll head to bed, and we're back up tomorrow to start all over again. 3 people in peak with this week. I'll wrap up this video now. Reason being is because I think I've rambled enough without a lot of substance for potentially a lot of this video. But it's been a while since I've done one. Every video that I have done I've not posted because I just haven't finished it or whatnot, so it's good to get one out. We are going to vlog pretty much all the shows coming up. I feel like we'll probably have some videographers at some, but I feel like vlogging does make it a little bit more personable with the audience than a cinematic videography video. But guys, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, which will be very soon because we're going to film the full WNBF weekend.